When everything collapsed, the strong grabbed weapons, the loud formed groups, the brave stepped outside. He locked the door, and that's why he lived. Stay with me, because what he understood about human nature is the opposite of what movies teach you. 6:12 p.m. The power grid failed. Not flickered, not glitched, died. Phones showed no service. Cars stalled mid-road. Sirens echoed, then stopped. Within minutes, people were running to stores, running home, running toward noise. Because when chaos starts, your brain screams one thing: move, fight, do something. He did nothing, and that decision separated him from the dead. The first mistake wasn't lack of supplies, it was joining the crowd. Within an hour, supermarkets turned violent. Arguments over bottled water, shoving over batteries. Someone pulled a knife. Not criminals, neighbors. Fear compresses morality. And here's what he knew. In collapse, density equals danger. More people equals more unpredictability. More unpredictability equals more escalation. He stayed in his apartment, lights off, curtains sealed, phone on airplane mode to conserve battery. He wasn't being cowardly. He was reducing exposure. Because survival isn't about dominance, it's about probability. And probability said the loudest place becomes the deadliest place. But that was only day 1. Day 3 is where most people failed. By day 3, the city had changed. You could hear it in the distance, glass breaking, engines at night, groups forming. And then came the knock. 3 hard pounds on his door. Open up, we're checking apartments. That's the moment most people die, because we're wired to respond, to help, to defend, to confront. Movies tell you to stand your ground. Reality says standing your ground makes you visible. He didn't answer. Not a word, not a step. Silence is uncomfortable, but silence is invisible. The men outside tried another door, then another. Eventually, footsteps faded. Here's the truth no one likes. Predators look for reaction. If you don't react, you're not worth the energy. He didn't fight, because fighting creates noise. Noise creates attention. Attention creates targets. But avoiding conflict isn't enough. You also have to survive the environment. And the environment doesn't care how brave you are. Most people think collapse kills through violence. It doesn't. It kills through small mistakes. Temperature drops at night. Concrete drains heat like a battery. Hypothermia doesn't feel dramatic. It feels like sleep. He layered insulation, blankets on walls, clothes stuffed under doors, reflective car sunshade over windows. No candles, no fire. Light leaks, light travels. Instead, he used stored body heat. But here's what almost killed him. He sealed the room too tight. CO2 builds slowly in enclosed spaces. You won't smell it. You won't see it. You'll just feel tired, confused, then unconscious. He cracked the window slightly, a gap no wider than a finger, enough for airflow, not enough for visibility. He understood balance, not extremes, because in collapse, overreaction kills faster than neglect. And still, the hardest part wasn't cold, it wasn't hunger, it was the mind. By day 6, silence became pressure. The human brain hates uncertainty. It whispers, go outside, check what's happening, find others. Isolation feels dangerous, but movement was more dangerous. He rationed water early, not late. He ate less than he wanted. He moved only when necessary, because he understood one final rule. The second wave is worse than the first. After panic comes scavenging. After scavenging comes control. Groups begin claiming territory, looking for resources, looking for resistance. He offered none. No signal, no smoke, no argument. Weeks later, partial power returned. Military vehicles moved through streets. Supply drops were announced. He stepped outside thinner, exhausted, alive. Others had weapons. Others had numbers. Others had courage. He had restraint. He didn't fight. He didn't prove anything. He didn't try to win. He simply refused to become part of the chaos. And chaos ignores what it cannot see. If everything stopped right now, would you grab a weapon or would you turn off the lights? Comment below. Would you fight or disappear? This is Sketchgrim, where survival isn't heroic, it's strategic. If you guys liked this video, do like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell icon.